Hello everybody, it's your old pal Tuna here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I have a con vlog for you, the second to last of 2024. And this weekend, we are headed to Got Craft Winter Holiday Market, which is a craft-based festival here in Vancouver. So usually I attend throughout the year all kinds of art markets and cons and conventions, but this one is one of two craft fairs that I will be indulging in the holiday season. I think there is a bit of a urge to get involved that a lot of makers have around this time of year and overpack your schedule with markets, but it's my opinion that doing research and selecting the markets that will be the best for you and your business is really important, so I have whittled it down to just the two based on my experiences over the past couple of years. Now let's get into setting up the table. I decided to bring my own table to this one, which was not the strategy. I did buy this table off of Amazon a while ago. It was like $100, and I figured, okay, well, I'm going to save money not renting tables at every event that I have to go to. But in hindsight, I now need to lug a table to every event that I have to go to, so probably wasn't my best decision. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend. I did do it last year and it went pretty well for me. It's a different crowd, but it's not a totally traditional craft market crowd where they're looking for just candles and bougie stuff like that. So my stuff did fit in last year when I attended. I managed to make back, of course, all my expenses, make some profits. So fingers crossed that we will see the same happening here today. And I would say that they do a really excellent job of selecting a wide range of artisans to fill this market with, where often you get a little too much repetition. There is enough people in each category of like illustrator, product designer, candle maker, etc., kind of whatever, to keep people interested. And one of the fun things about this one too, as you saw earlier, people will line up outside to get in as one of the first 50 attendees because they get a really cool swag bag that we are all contributing to. So I think that I had a sticker sheet in each of those swag bags, so congrats to everyone who was the first 50. Hello, okay, I'm crouched down behind my table to say hi officially on camera for the first time in this video. Everything is set up and ready to go. I am excited for this weekend. It's going to be kind of a lot because it's 2 full days of market, and I remember it being very, very, very packed and busy with moderate to good sales the whole weekend. So fingers crossed it goes the same this year as it did last year, or better. Obviously that's good too. I opted to get the bigger booth space this time because I recall last year that the space behind my table was like prohibitively awful, and this is a 10 feet wide and a 5 feet deep. That's only 1 foot deeper than the other booths. It is also like 4 feet wider, so I'm able to add my garment rack no problem. I'm not like super happy with the way the setup looks. I feel I have a love-hate relationship with the grid panels. I know I talk about how great they are for traveling, and the fact that I'm like, this was still like 5 items worth of stuff, 2 suitcases, my thing with my garment rack and this thing, and my yellow board, which is like way more than one person can possibly comfortably carry. And still, I feel that my setup could look a lot better. I don't know, they feel kind of cheap sometimes, especially when I'm in these different settings that are a little bit more craft fair versus like art market, where they're a bit more standard to have these panels. Anyway, 2025, we are rebooting the booth. I am going to create new everything. All of my signs are falling apart. I have one more show after this weekend, which is in almost a month from this weekend. And then that's it until like February, if I get into my February show. QR codes peppered all over the place, just in case.
I will use the card.
Business cards are going out of style. How are you?
Can I ask a very rude question?
Of course.
Where did you manufacture?
They're made in China. Yeah, they can't be made in North America because of the processes, so all enamel pins are made in China.
Do you have the website that you trust?
Oh yeah, there's actually a link in my like FAQ. If you grab my business card there, you'll find a link to my website, and then if you go to the FAQ like segment of the website, it has a direct link to where I get them made.
sheets 10 minutes ago.
So cute. It's perfect.
It's perfect. And it's funny because these were my original AirPods.
Yes.
And then I got new ones. And I lost the new case. And then this is the old case. I was so sad because it had the best sticker. And then for the other case, I did have the little trash eating cracker.
Yes.
But it didn't fit as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I get
yeah.
to use it and enjoy it again.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's meant to be. Hey. The bee haunted. Yeah, of course. No, they're up here. Just kidding. Would you like a carry bag for it? Yeah? And is that everything for you? Yes. So just a little tax. It'll be... Are you paying with cash? Oh, great. So we're all good. Just 20 on the nose then, please. Wonderful. There you are. Oh, do you? Oh my god, thank you so much. I have a little extra sticker for you then, as a fan. Thank you. 15. Hi. Thank you. You wanted to take one of these? Yes, absolutely. I'll just grab you a fresh one real quick. And shall I roll it up for you? Great. I'll get you set up to tap. Just a little tax, so $31.50, and there you are. Thank you so much. Would you like a receipt? Of course. Would you like it texted or printed? Of course. So there's your receipt. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Hi.
Can I get one of the white
Absolutely.
exercise routine?
Good choice. Yes.
Little squishes.
One more.
Real team good.
Real team good. All right. Perfect. Would you like a receipt at all? That's for you. Enjoy. Take care. Just afternoon, there's a small lull, so I thought I would say hello. Definitely like steady enough. It feels like there's not as many attendees this year as there was last year, but maybe as the day wears on, things will change. I'm so cold. I'm right by the entrance door, which I think has its pros and cons, but one of the cons being that it's very, very chilly, but I'm in good spirits, and yeah, we've got 5 more hours to go. There's a hockey game at 4, so I'm gonna watch that. Like, my eyes are going to be darting from smiling faces passing me by to the little screen playing hockey. I also made a minor adjustment to my table setup. Instead of having it like this, I moved it to be like this. It's not as nice of a flow for this booth that's next to me, but because they're a screen printer, people were getting a little confused with the tote bag, so yeah. Hi. Hi. The bee haunted? Yeah, thank you so much. Would you like a bag? I just need to reconnect my phone to the internet. 1 second. So just a little tax on that. It'll be 21. You can tap right on the screen for me. Would you like a receipt? Really hope you like it. Oh, of course. Yeah, I think I've got a good spot for it. I'd give it a minute just to dry there.
All right.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hello, how are you? That's you, oh my god. Is this food?
It's the gingerbread house.
Shut up.
It's super good. Based on the time you did like 2 years ago.
No. Oh my god. You made this?
Yeah.
Are you a baker?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I want to tear into it. Look at it. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Thank you.
There's also some cookies and meringues.
Some little snick snacks. Oh my gosh. Did you bring me cookies another time? Yeah, I remember that now. Do you enter competitions with the...
Oh no, because we're too busy to do that.
Yeah,
We
right.
talked about to our boss, like, how about that gingerbread
Yeah.
contest they hold like every year at the Hyatt? And we're like, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
That's too busy.
Yes. I'm gonna give you the tote bag on me. That's my gift for these. Thank you so much. I have like no change at all. But we can do 70 if you have 75. Let's do 75. That's totally fine. I mean, I owe you my life for this. Like, this is the most amazing thing. All right, everybody, I am home. I have the cargo on my lap here. I have two very curious little boys from whom I must protect this gingerbread house with my life, but I really want to take it out of this box. There is behind me up there a safety case that currently has a Samus figurine in it, but I think it might be upgraded to gingerbread protection squad. Yeah, let's get this thing out of here, and let's get this thing out of here while we're at it. Hey, there's the other one. Flapjack, this is none of your business. First of all, I ate most of the cookies and gave them away to my table mates, except for the 4 that look like me, Flapjack, Mark, and Nori. I don't know if I'm gonna eat them or if I'm going to like encase them in resin or just let them mummify because they're already pretty dry, but they are so beautiful. Maybe I can make them into Christmas ornaments. That would be pretty awesome. Now, the person who gave me this is like a long time supporter. I met them through doing events and they come to plenty of them throughout the year and pick stuff up from me. So yeah, extremely grateful, extremely blessed. Ta-da! Oh my god. Okay, so I will post the picture that this gingerbread house was designed after, and I think I drew this like, I don't think it was last year. Maybe it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. The fact that it touched this person who is obviously a master of baking enough to be inspired to make this and then to give it to me, like, look at the amount of effort that has gone into this. Even the tiny little steeple cross at the top, all the details. Hello, this isn't about you. All the details on the roof, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I think it's pretty freaking cool that anybody brings me gifts at these kinds of things, period. But, you know, this one takes the cake, or should I say, gingerbread. Good morning, guys. Sunday, bright and early. It's like raining, kind of. So we'll see how that affects sales today. But I was looking at my records from last year, and apparently I sold more on the Sunday than I did on the Saturday. So I'll be very curious to see if that pattern persists. I think it's pretty unlikely. My expectations are metered, but at the same time, that'd be great. The first thing I have to do today is a lady asked me if I sold my cat UFO design on t-shirts, and I was like, well, I do have them on sweaters, but only in small and 2XL left. And she's like, 2XL will work. So I have to go to her house and drop it off. So I'm gonna grab an Uber, head over there, drop it off, go to the Croatian Cultural Center, do my restock, get a coffee, and then we'll be into the day. Absolutely, you can help yourself there. Yeah, absolutely. And for that one, the white part is transparent around the edge. Okay. Awesome. Would you like a little paper bag? Yeah, it's inspired by a true story. Anybody who wants the cat. Yep. The amount of times I've had to grab and take someone to the bathroom to wipe paws off of paint. Buy it a nickel. Yeah. Found some. Thank you so much. Would you like a paper bag? Amazing. You got it. Perfect. So just a little tax. It'll be $31.50. Right on the screen. And do you want to scan? Easy. Thank you. Enjoy. Hi. I love your Devo pin. Thank you. Yeah, not a lot of Devo fans loud and proud around these days. The black and white one, of course. And would you like a little paper bag for it? Yes, of course. All right. You can tap on the screen, $15.75 with tax. Thank you so much.
Would you like a receipt as well? Email is okay? Wonderful. That's for you.
It's gone through.
Yeah, it's gone through. You're good. Yeah. Sometimes someone wanders away and I gotta chase them down. Yeah, it's happened before. Enjoy your day. Hi guys, ducked down to say hello real quick. So that sandwich is inside of me, and it was really good, but it was like very rich, and now I need a nap like nobody's business. It's starting to slow down a little bit. It's like just after 1. It's been pretty steady up until now, so if things continue, today should end up being about the same as yesterday, but if things really do slow down, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. I got busy with chats there for a moment. I was gonna say that it's been an interesting show because what I thought I would sell more of hasn't really been the case. It's been books that have been selling the best. The Witching Hours, which is a graphic novel anthology that I'm a part of, it's so easy to sell to people because the pitch for it is like, if you like it, you're gonna like it. But I've also been moving quite a few Be Haunted, and I'm down to like my last box, so if you do want a copy of Be Haunted, it is in my store, I'm pretty sure. And otherwise it's been single stickers, lots of buy 5 for 20, and then patches have been moving pretty well as well. And I'd like to put more time into designing patches next year. That's definitely on my list. But yeah, we're gonna breeze through the last few hours here and then call it a market. And then, yeah, like I said, there's only one more through the end of the year, so I get to kick back, relax for a few weeks, and then after that next market, I'm going into proper hibernation. See you there. So $15.75 with tax. You can tap on the screen, please. Thank you. And can I get you a receipt as well? And I'll also be at another event called Weirdos Market in December.
Okay, it's gonna be on the IG.
I'll be posting all the info there. Yeah, thank you so much. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm very grateful to be able to do it, and I try and pepper a bunch of shows throughout the year. That's awesome. Nice to meet you. Enjoy it. Take care.
Alright, so I'm gonna get going. I'll probably see you next year or Weirdos Market.
Alright everybody, it is Future Tuna here, reporting back from the apartment just to wrap up the Godcraft weekend, go over any final thoughts and otherwise. I did feel like I was able to get across most of the points that I wanted to make actually during the bulk of the video, so we're going to keep this relatively brief. The first thing to go over is how the sales ended up going over the course of the 2 days. The sales on Sunday were almost exactly the same as the sales on Saturday, which meant that I ended up hitting just under $2,400 in sales over the 2 days, which is pretty good. However, my expenses were a little bit higher than usual for this event because I had opted for that larger booth space. And so as it turns out, my expenses came to somewhere around $700. And I don't know what I was thinking when I applied. Like, I was looking at that number and thinking, yeah, no problem. But because my sales decreased a tiny bit from last year and my expenses went up from this year, it leaves me kind of thinking about next year and exactly how I would go about participating again, probably going back down to the smaller booth size, because I wasn't able to optimize it as well as I would have liked, as I expected that tote bag sales would have been greater than they ended up being. I think there was only 6 tote bags that sold over the course of the whole weekend, and that's where that extra 4 feet of table space was like being spent on, basically. Still pretty good in terms of coming out net about $1,700 in sales. Now remember that I have to take out all of my product costs from that, but I don't run those numbers specifically, so that's kind of just something that gets pooled in the accounting at the end of the year. I definitely had a wonderful time. Both of my table mates and everyone basically who was in my little block of vendors was incredibly kind, and I really enjoyed being able to speak with different types of creators. And maybe gain a little bit of context, because the lady to my right, she's a jeweler and she's running like a large business that's mostly wholesale, and she does these markets like occasionally. And then on my left was a lady who I've seen before who does screen printed t-shirts and pop culture magnets. Turns out that her full-time business is actually in fine art. So yeah, that was just a side hustle for her that seems to do pretty well, because she was sure churning those t-shirts out all weekend. One thing that I do know is that t-shirts are more popular than tote bags in general, but I feel I don't want to get too deep into it right now, because I'll probably find time during December when there's no markets to complain about my thoughts about this, but I feel like I'm butting up a little bit against a ceiling in terms of what I can and what I want to do, especially because the income that I'm generating isn't gigantic. I don't have a ton of money to reinvest and take a lot of big risks. Creating merchandise outside of my Patreon is only about 30% of what I do. So it's a little bit difficult to grow into something like having many t-shirt designs and then keeping stock of many sizes. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're interested in breaking into like apparel, is that like, as much as I love tote bags and own personally like 50 of them, a lot of people stop at just one. I can't relate, but so obviously the highlight of the weekend was the gingerbread house for me. I mean, it's sitting just off screen here in an acrylic box where I can enjoy it for the rest of the holiday season. But on Sunday, I also had something fun happen, which is that a local, I guess like celebrity from the 90s, he was on the X-Files TV show. No, it's not David Duchovny. Came up to my table with his wife, and they remembered me, because if you'll go back and watch my Weirdos vlog from last year, which there'll be another one for this year once that happens as my last show this year, I believe I mentioned that he and his wife came by my table. I recognized him. She was very friendly. I got his signature in my sketchbook, which was really fun. And when they came up to me at Gotcraft, they remembered me, which felt awesome. And they bought both of my books that were on my table, which is pretty cool too, because as I've mentioned before, those books are really where my heart and energy has gone into, because they account for hundreds and hundreds of hours of work. That being said, I will mention again that books were the highest seller this weekend, which is very unusual, and I wish that I wasn't so lazy. I didn't want to grab my third graphic novel that I have in stock because it was buried in the back of my storage unit, and I was like just not in the mood to unpack it and repack it so I could grab copies. But in hindsight, maybe I should have. I probably would have sold a whole bunch of those as well. And yeah, got to enjoy the positive vibes, got to chat with people, got to receive compliments, got to make some people laugh. So all of that, just can't complain. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. We're gonna really quickly say thank you to everybody over on Patreon in my snack pack who is helping to support the channel. Their pledges of $1, $10, $25 are what help me to continue to create content, to continue to share, and to continue to make cool art, which is, you know, that's kind of the most important part of this whole thing, I would say. We have just entered a new cycle as of today, December 1st, so we are doing a cat dinner party theme, which combines two of my favorite things. If you'd like to join at the $10 or $25 tier, you will get this sticker sheet mailed directly to your door. And at the $25 tier, you will get multiple extra goodies that are yet to be revealed through the course of the month, but I promise if you wanted to pledge there, it would be worth your while. There's also all kinds of rewards for people who are pledging at just the $1 tier, including access to my Discord and my secret shop where you can buy my back catalog of sticker sheets, listen to podcasts, extra videos, and get digital downloadable content. So thank you to all of these people, no matter what tier you are subscribed at or considering subscribing at. I appreciate you. But that's it for today, everybody. Stay sparkly, don't let the cruel world dull your shine, and I will see you next time. Bye.